Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendations. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so here we have this standalone residential structure, and let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions. So overall dimensions I have here at, this is going to be to the inside edge to the inside edge. I have this at 10 foot 1, and then I have this section over here at 17.2, so that's inside again to inside edge. We have a structural height here of approximately 9 foot 9 to 10 foot 10 inches off the finished floor. And I think that's pretty much about it. I do have the floor plan, and let me just turn this off for a second so you can see that the floor plan is pretty much to scale here. We have a dining space here, and there's a little countertop here with cook space and that kind of stuff. So, all right, let's go ahead and look at what we would put in here. I'm going to turn off that floor plan and turn off the dimensions. And there's going to be two different options. I'm going to start with my preferred option, and my preferred option would be utilizing two of the CD series Infratech 6,000 watt units. So you can see here that I have these placed centered within the space here, and then from the edge of the wall over here to the outside edge over here, I have it 5 feet. And the same with this over here, 5 foot from this edge here to the wall over here. Now, obviously, we're centralizing the heaters so that it looks proper. However, you can see the table is offset, so we're going to be offset a little bit on the heat footprint. But you could move the heaters over a little bit to the left. But again, I would prefer to see it more visually centered so it looks right. The other thing I want to mention too is that the heaters must be a minimum of 6 inches of clearance above the heater. So this section from here to the slope ceiling over here is 6 inches, as well as the area over here from here to here. And then you can also notice that the brackets themselves don't really fit properly in an application like this. So what would I do? I'd probably use something more like a chain in an application like this, so you can mount a chain and then just use the OEM bracket that comes on the heater, and then go that distance. These heaters weigh roughly 18 pounds, so that would be a very simple application. The other thing to note is that the clearance below the heater is 18 inches from left to right on all 4 sides. So you can see here we're meeting those clearances. And then let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. And the footprint of heat you can see here is roughly a 10 by 12 footprint of heat. So you're going to appreciate that amount of heat for this type of space here with no problem whatsoever. So let's see if there's anything else we can talk about. These heaters are pointed straight down to the ground if I did not mention that. And that's about it. So, all right, so this is my preferred option. And just going back to this space over here, if you were to sit back a little bit further, obviously you're not going to be in that footprint of heat. So infrared is a invisible light source to the human eye. However, you need to be in that light source because it heats up mass, not air. So tables, chairs, floors, and the human body, if you're not in that mass, you will not feel the warmth of the heat itself. So if you did move this, let's say that you're going to move this whole dining space over to the left here, then this particular spot will be outside of that heat source. And there might be times where you have an event where you need more space over here or something of that nature, or that it'll be a cooler evening on a specific day, and then you can move the whole table to the right here. on those cooler days to get inside of that whole heat ray itself. So, all right, let's go ahead and look at a different option. That different option would be using the Slimline units. Now, these are 4,000 watt units. I have these mounted on the beams up here. There's a reason why I'm doing that, and that is because if you were to mount the heaters on the vertical surface, then the maximum angle that you can actually change on the heater itself would only be 45 degrees. And so I have this at from straight down 30 degrees up, and you will get a better footprint of heat at 30 degrees than you would at 45. So 45, your heat footprint will start somewhere around here, and that will not be efficient for the dining space seating over here. So sorry for that delay. And anyways, so that's 30 degrees. And then also just note that these brackets are adjustable so that you can move this entire bracket from left to right here. You can see there's a little groove here. They call that a T-space, and that would slide left and right. Same with this side over here, so you can actually align that up with the actual beam that is closest to the brackets themselves. These units here, let me just go ahead and show the distance I have from center to center, so from heater center to heater center. Let's go here. We have them at 8'11". Now the manufacturer does state that there needs to be a 3-foot minimum distance between the two, and we don't have a problem with that here. So and then also we need to make sure that we have 18 inches of clearance below the heater. So you can see here that we're 18 inches off of the end of the heater to the finished wall over here, and same with this side over here. So now this is a more complete heat system for this application. And these are 4,000 watts each, and you'd probably want to put them on a dimming system, maybe even the other 6,000 watts that I showed earlier. The 6,000 watt units that I showed earlier, let's just go back to that real quick here for a second. 6,000 watt units you can place on a duplex switch, meaning that you can turn one element on, one element off, and you can have two elements on over here, one element on over here, or vice versa, or all on, all off with the duplex switch. And the Slimline, however, you can only change it with a control system, so that we'd have to have, you know, maybe this would be zone 1, these two heaters here, left and right, and then the farther left and right here would be zone 2. And that way you can dim the system up and down from 1% on to 100% on. You can also do it individually as well, but that would be a different zone controller, and I would just recommend the 2 zone personally. So but this would be an excellent application as well. It's just utilizing more units in order to heat up the entire space. So all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, not monetize. YouTube does not support our channel in any way unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.